Pain is the oldest companion of humanity. It wraps itself in the fabric of our lives, stitching moments of joy with threads of sorrow. And yet, amidst all this, we find ourselves called to wear a face that betrays none of it, to walk with grace, to speak with calm, to live as though no storm has ever shaken our roots. This is not just survival, it's an art. Learning to act as if nothing hurts you is not about denial or indifference. It is about strength, wisdom, and resilience. It's about becoming the eye of your storm. Picture this, a flame. It dances, bright and fierce, warm and dangerous all at once. Now imagine holding your hand over that flame. The pain is immediate, visceral, but there comes a moment when the mind, against all odds, rises above the body. The pain does not vanish, it is simply mastered. That's what it means to act as if nothing hurts you. It's not pretending you don't feel. It's deciding who holds the reins. Life, my friend, will test you. Oh, it will push and pull, tear and mend, and then tear again. There will be days when the world feels like it has turned its back on you. The people you love might disappoint you. The dreams you nurture might shatter, and the roads you walk might lead you nowhere. It will feel like you've been handed more sorrow than you ever signed up for. And in those moments, the easiest thing to do will be to crumple under the weight, to scream to the heavens, to let the pain define you. But what if, instead, you stood tall? What if, instead, you said to the world, I see your chaos, but you will not see my defeat? Imagine a tree in a storm. The wind howls, the rain lashes, but it stands. Its roots hold firm, its branches sway with grace, and when the storm passes, it is still there. It does not shout about the ordeal it endured. It does not seek sympathy. It simply exists, stronger than before. That is the essence of acting as if nothing hurts you. It's not about being unfeeling. It's about knowing the value of your energy, your grace, your composure. You see, when you show the world your pain, you give it power over you. You hand over the key to your peace, your dignity, your strength. But when you carry your wounds in silence, when you meet life's blows with calm, you reclaim that power. You become untouchable, not because you cannot feel, but because you choose when and how to express it. There's freedom in that. There's beauty in that. Now, let me be clear. This is not about suppression. It is not about bottling up your feelings until they spill over. No, this is about transformation. It's about taking that pain, that hurt, and turning it into something extraordinary, a lesson, a song, a step forward. It's about allowing the pain to pass through you without letting it anchor you. Consider this. The people you admire most in the world, the ones who move mountains, who inspire millions, they have faced heartbreaks you cannot even imagine. But they did not wear their suffering like a badge of honor. They wore their resilience. They walked into rooms not with the shadow of their pain, but with the light of their strength. They taught us that the most powerful statement you can make is to rise above what was meant to bring you down. It's not easy. Oh, it's far from easy. There will be nights when the tears come unbidden, when your heart feels like it cannot take another blow. And in those moments, you will have to dig deep. You will have to find that quiet, steady voice within you that says, not today. Today I am more than my pain. You will have to practice this until it becomes second nature, until you can walk into any room, face any challenge, and hold your head high as if nothing has ever touched you. But here's the secret. It's not about fooling others. It's about fooling yourself just long enough to remember your own power. Because when you act as if nothing hurts you, something magical happens. You begin to believe it. You begin to see that pain is not your master, but your teacher. That every hurt is a stepping stone, every wound a doorway to growth. The world will watch you. It always does. It will look for cracks in your armor, for signs of weakness, not because it wishes you harm, but because it needs to know that strength is possible. that survival is not just for the lucky, but for the determined. And when you stand there unshaken, you give them hope. You become a testament to what the human spirit is capable of. So act, my friend, act as if nothing hurts you, not because it makes you invincible, but because it reminds you that you already are. Act because the world needs your strength, your courage, your grace. Act because in doing so, you create a space for healing, not just for yourself, but for everyone who watches you rise. The art of carrying yourself as though pain does not touch you is not a denial of the human condition, but an acknowledgement of its depths. Every person carries a private universe of grief, joy, fear, and hope. The difference lies in how they present that universe to the world. Some wear their burdens openly, their steps weighed down by invisible chains. Others, however, move as if they glide above the surface of their struggles. These people are not devoid of pain. They have simply decided it will not govern their movements. When you act as if nothing hurts you, it is not a lie. It is a declaration. You are telling the world and yourself that you refuse to let your pain dictate the narrative. This does not mean you are immune to hurt. On the contrary, it means you have felt it in its entirety, allowed it to pass through you, and still chosen to emerge unbroken. It's not about pretending the fire doesn't burn. It's about learning to walk through it without flinching. You've seen it in the eyes of those who have endured unimaginable trials. Their gaze does not shy away, nor does it scream of their sorrows. It holds a quiet intensity, a kind of strength that speaks louder than words. They do not carry their pain like a burden. They carry it like a badge, not to seek pity, but to remind themselves of the resilience they have earned. To master this, you must first master yourself. You must learn to listen to the voices in your mind without letting them take control. Pain has a way of amplifying itself, of making you feel like it is all-encompassing. But the truth is, it is only as powerful as you allow it to be. When you refuse to give it your energy, your time, your focus, it begins to diminish. Like a flame, deprived of oxygen, it weakens and eventually fades. This strength does not come overnight. It is a practice, a discipline. It is waking up each day and choosing to carry yourself with dignity, no matter how heavy your heart feels. It is speaking with kindness, even when your own soul feels bruised. It is standing tall, even when the weight of the world feels unbearable. And over time, this choice becomes a part of who you are. It becomes your natural state, your default response to life's challenges. You might wonder if this is sustainable. Can you truly go through life acting as if nothing hurts you? The answer is yes. Not because you are immune to pain, but because you have learned to alchemize it. You have learned to take what was meant to break you and use it as fuel for your growth. You have learned to let your scars be a testament to your journey, not a symbol of your suffering. When you act as if nothing hurts you, you become a source of inspiration for others. People are drawn to strength, not because they believe it is unattainable, but because it reminds them of their own potential. Your composure in the face of adversity becomes a mirror, reflecting back the resilience they might yet see in themselves. You become a living, breathing example of what it means to rise above. But remember, this strength is not a performance. It is not about fooling others or hiding your truth. It is about finding a balance between authenticity and resilience. You can acknowledge your pain without allowing it to consume you. You can share your struggles without becoming defined by them. Acting as if nothing hurts you does not mean you must carry your burdens alone. It means you carry them with grace. The world is full of noise, voices telling you how to feel, how to react, how to live. But there is a quieter voice within you, one that knows your strength better than anyone else. Listen to that voice. Let it guide you when the storms rage. Let it remind you that you are capable of weathering anything. And when the noise around you becomes overwhelming, let your silence speak for you. Silence is not weakness, it is power. It is the space where healing begins. Think about the most profound lessons you've learned in life. Did they come to you in moments of ease, or did they arise from hardship? Pain, for all its cruelty, is a teacher. It strips away the superficial and reveals what truly matters. It forces you to confront your fears, your flaws, your limitations, and in doing so, it gives you the opportunity to grow. Acting as if nothing hurts you is not about denying these lessons. It is about embracing them with courage. There will be those who misunderstand you. They will see your calm and mistake it for indifference. They will see your strength and assume you have never known struggle. Let them think what they will. You do not owe anyone an explanation for how you carry yourself. Your journey is your own, and it is not your responsibility to make others understand it. The only person you must answer to is yourself. And when you look in the mirror, what do you want to see? Someone who has been defeated by life's challenges, or someone who has faced them head on and emerged stronger? The choice is yours every single day. You cannot control what happens to you, but you can control how you respond. You can choose to let your pain define you, or you can choose to define yourself. The most extraordinary people in history were not those who avoided pain, but those who transformed it. They turned heartbreak into art, loss into wisdom, struggle into triumph. They did not let their pain become their story. They made it a chapter in a much larger narrative. And so can you. You have that same power within you. The power to act as if nothing hurts you, not because you are unfeeling, but because you are unbreakable. So walk through this world with grace. Speak with kindness. Move with purpose. Let your actions reflect not the pain you have endured, but the strength you have cultivated. Let your presence be a reminder to others and to yourself that pain is not the end of the story. It is a part of it, but it does not define. And when the world tests you, and it will, stand tall. Meet its gaze with quiet confidence. Show it that no matter what it throws your way, you will not falter. Show it that you are more than your pain, more than your struggles, more than your scars. Show it that you are whole, complete, and unwavering. Act as if nothing hurts you, not because you are pretending, but because you have chosen. You have chosen strength over weakness, hope over despair, love over fear. And in that choice, you have found your power. You have found yourself. Every step you take, every breath you draw carries with it the weight of what you've endured. But that weight is not your enemy. It is your reminder, a reminder that you are still standing, still moving, still living. There's a beauty in that, a quiet triumph that needs no proclamation. To act as if nothing hurts you is not to erase the past, but to honor the fact that you have survived it. It's an acknowledgement that your story is still unfolding and that the chapters ahead will not be dictated by the pain behind you. There is a difference between feeling and feeding pain. Feeling is natural, it is human. Feeding it, however, is a choice. It is a cycle, a habit that can consume you if left unchecked. When you act as if nothing hurts you, you are breaking that cycle. You are refusing to feed the pain, refusing to let it grow beyond what it is. Instead, you are choosing to channel that energy into something more meaningful, more constructive. You are choosing to build rather than to crumble. The world is a stage, and every person is both an actor and an audience. When you present yourself with strength, you not only command respect, but also set an example. People are watching you, whether you realize it or not. They are looking to see how you handle adversity, how you navigate the storms of life. And when they see you rise, when they see you move forward as if the weight of the world does not rest on your shoulders, they begin to believe that they can do the same. Your resilience becomes a beacon, a light that guides others through their own darkness. But this is not about appearances. It is not about putting on a mask or hiding behind a facade. It is about becoming the kind of person who can genuinely carry themselves with dignity, regardless of what they are facing. This requires inner work, a kind of self-reflection that is both challenging and rewarding. You must confront your fears, your insecurities, your doubts. You must learn to sit with your pain, to understand it, and to let it teach you what it needs to. Only then can you rise above it. Pain is not the enemy. It is a teacher, a guide, a force that pushes you to grow in ways you never thought possible. It strips away the superficial, the unnecessary, and reveals the core of who you are. When you act as if nothing hurts you, you are not denying this process. You are embracing it. You are saying, I see you. Pain, I acknowledge you, but you do not control me. This mindset is not an act of denial. It is an act of empowerment. It is reclaiming your narrative, taking control of your story. Life will throw curveballs, and some of them will hit you hard. But when you act as if nothing hurts you, you are showing life and yourself that you are more than capable of handling whatever comes your way. You are showing that you are not a victim of your circumstances, but a master of them. This mastery comes with time, with practice, with intention. It requires you to be present, to live fully in each moment, even when those moments are difficult. It requires you to find the balance between vulnerability and strength, between feeling and acting. You can acknowledge your pain without becoming consumed by it. You can honor your struggles without allowing them to define you. You can be both strong and tender, both resilient and real. There is a kind of magic in this balance, a kind of power that cannot be faked or forced. It is the power of authenticity, of being fully yourself, even in the face of adversity. When you act as if nothing hurts you, you are not hiding. You are revealing the depth of your strength, the extent of your courage. You are showing the world and yourself that you are capable of facing anything and emerging stronger on the other side. Think about the moments in your life when you felt most proud of yourself. Were they moments of ease, of comfort, of certainty? Or were they moments when you faced a challenge, when you overcame something you thought you couldn't? Those moments are the ones that shape you, that define you. They are the ones that remind you of your own resilience, your own capacity for growth. When you act as if nothing hurts you, you are choosing to create more of those moments. You are choosing to rise again and again, no matter how many times life tries to knock you down. This choice is not always easy. There will be days when the pain feels overwhelming, when it feels like the world is pressing down on you from all sides. On those days, it is okay to pause, to rest, to gather your strength. Acting as if nothing hurts you does not mean you are invincible. It means you are human. It means you are doing the best you can with what you have, and that is enough. That is more than enough. Strength is not the absence of pain. It is the ability to carry it with grace. It is the ability to move forward even when the road is difficult. It is the ability to find light even in the darkest of times. When you act as if nothing hurts you, you are embodying this strength. You are showing yourself and the world that you are capable of more than you ever thought possible. And this resignation with life, this journey is not about perfection. It is not about getting everything right or never feeling pain. It is about progress, about growth, about becoming the best version of yourself. It is about learning to navigate life's challenges with grace and resilience, about finding beauty in the midst of struggle. When you act as if nothing hurts you, you are choosing to focus on what is within your control rather than what is not. You are choosing to create your own path rather than letting life dictate it for you. You are stronger than you know. You are capable of more than you realize. And when you act as if nothing hurts you, you are tapping into that strength, that capability. You are showing yourself in the world that you are not defined by your pain, but by your response to it. You are showing that you are not a victim of your circumstances, but a creator of your own destiny. There is a kind of freedom in this mindset, a kind of liberation that comes from knowing you are in control of your own story. When you act as if nothing hurts you, you are not pretending. You are choosing. You are choosing to rise above, to move forward, to live fully. You are choosing to be the author of your own life rather than letting life write the story for you. This is not about denying your humanity or your emotions. It is about honoring them, about using them as fuel for growth and transformation. It is about finding the strength to carry on, even when the road is difficult. It is about becoming the kind of person who can face any challenge with grace and resilience, the kind of person who inspires others to do the same. When you act as if nothing hurts you, you are not hiding your pain. You are transcending it. You are showing that you are more than your struggles, more than your scars. You are showing that you are whole, complete, and unshaken. And in doing so, you are not only changing your own life, but also inspiring others to change theirs. You are creating a ripple effect, a wave of strength and resilience that spreads far beyond yourself. So keep going, keep rising, keep choosing strength over fear, resilience over despair, hope over doubt. Keep acting as if nothing hurts you, not because you are pretending, but because you are becoming stronger, becoming wiser, becoming the best version of yourself. Keep showing the world and yourself that you are capable of anything. Keep moving forward, one step at a time, with grace and determination. Keep living fully, fearlessly, authentically. Keep becoming the person you were always meant to be. Yeah. The beauty of acting as if nothing hurts you lies in its quiet defiance. It is not a grand gesture or a loud proclamation. It is the subtle, steady choice to move forward in spite of it all. It is the decision to carry yourself with dignity, even when every fiber of your being feels fragile. It is understanding that pain may be a part of your journey, but it will never be the whole story. There is a quiet power in choosing resilience. It is not the kind of power that seeks attention or applause. It is the kind that anchors you when the world feels unsteady. It is the power to rise after a fall, to rebuild after destruction, to find light in the darkest corners. When you act as if nothing hurts you, you are leaning into this power, cultivating it, letting it shape you into someone unshakable. Pain has a way of isolating us, making us feel as though we are alone in our struggles. But when you act with strength, you remind yourself and others that pain is universal and survivable. Every person you meet has faced their own battles, endured their own storms, and carried their own storms. The strength you project becomes a bridge, a silent acknowledgement that we are all in this together, that resilience is not a solitary act, but a shared experience. The way you carry yourself speaks volumes, even when your words are few. When you walk into a room with confidence, when you engage with others with warmth and grace, you send a message. I have faced the fire, and I am still here. You do not need to explain your pain or seek validation for your strength. It is evident in the way you hold yourself, in the light that refuses to dim in your eyes. This is not to say that you must never show vulnerability. There is strength in opening up and sharing your truth with those who have earned your trust. But even in your vulnerability, there is a choice to be made. You can let your pain define the conversation, or you can let it be a part of a much larger story. You can share your struggles while still embodying resilience, showing that you are more than what you have endured. Every day offers a new opportunity to practice this strength. It might be in the way you handle a difficult conversation, the way you respond to a setback, or the way you choose to start again after a failure. Each choice you make builds upon the last, creating a foundation of resilience that grows stronger with time. The more you act as if nothing hurts you, the more natural it becomes. It is not a denial of reality, but an embrace of your own power to shape it. Think of the people you admire most, the ones who seem to move through life with grace and poise no matter what challenges they face. Their strength is not accidental, it is cultivated. They have made a habit of choosing resilience, of focusing on what they can control rather than what they cannot. They have learned to let go of what does not serve them and to hold on to what keeps them grounded. So this is a habit you can build for yourself, a practice that becomes a way of life. Pain does not have to be your prison. It can be your teacher, your motivator, your guide. It can show you what you are capable of, what truly matters, and what you are willing to fight for. When you act as if nothing hurts you, you are not running from pain, but walking alongside it, letting it inform you without overpowering you. You are taking the lessons it offers and leaving the rest behind. There will be days when this feels impossible, when the weight of it all threatens to pull you under. On those days, remember that strength is not about never feeling weak. It is about choosing to rise even when you do. It is about taking one step at a time, even if those steps feel small and tentative. Each step is a victory, a reminder that you are still moving forward, still choosing resilience over despair. In the end, acting as if nothing hurts you is not about masking your pain, but mastering it. It is about reclaiming your power, refusing to let hardship define you, and moving forward with dignity and grace. It is a declaration to the world and to yourself that your spirit is stronger than any storm. This practice is not a denial of emotion, but an embrace of resilience, a choice to transform pain into purpose. By carrying yourself with quiet strength, you become a beacon for others, showing them what it means to rise above and live with intention. Life will always bring challenges, but your response to them is what shapes your path. Each step you take with composure, each act of courage builds a foundation of inner strength that no adversity can shake. You are the architect of your story, and the power to rise lies within you.